Okay, so this particular video I'm going to show you how to take those static images we just created and create an animated GIF in Photoshop of a long form Tableau dashboard with an embedded web page object. This particular one we're looking at was created by Amar for the Iron Viz competition, and he has a video where there's a tiger moving his head as you're scrolling through and reading his visualization. He wanted to create an animated GIF, so he asked me how to do it, and there's some interest, so I thought I would show everybody how I created this. I'm going to go back to SnagIt, and I'm going to show you where I took different, because it's so long, the particular dashboard is 1300 by 3000 pixels in Tableau, so you have to take different sections of it so that we can get around that blank web page object when you export it. So this is the first capture, and you can see it's 1300 wide by 808. The next section is where the tiger actually moves. So in SnagIt, when you go to capture the screen and there's a video playing, it will lock that frame and the frame won't move. So I just took 5 different captures of the tiger at different poses. So this is the first one. The second one, his head had moved slightly. This one, the head had turned, fully turned, and then kind of looked up a little bit. So those were the 5 different pictures that I grabbed of that same section. They're all 766 pixels tall. And then there were 2 other slices because it was quite a long visualization. When you add up the heights of all of those, it actually totals 2,997. So we're going to go into Photoshop. We're going to create a new image. We're going to give it the width of 1300 and the height of 2997. So here's our blank canvas. We're now going to paste in the different portions. I'm just hitting Control C to copy, going to PowerPoint or Photoshop and doing Control V. I'm using the Move tool to bring this up and snap it into place, and you can see those grid lines appearing. I'm going to skip the next section, so I'm going to go to the bottom of the visualization. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste that into here. I'm going to go back to SnagIt and grab that next section up, paste that into here. And if you're smart about where you take those captures, you go around like a horizontal line. I think I grabbed this one at the right above the text. Over here there is a little bar chart. I had grabbed it at the top of the bar chart. This particular one, I always try to do a set your color, and then you go to layer, new background, and fill that background. So if you miss anything, the picture will fill in. And now I'm going to go to SnagIt, and I'm going to grab that first section where the line's looking at us. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to come back over here, and you can see it easily snaps right into place, right there, where it belongs. So that's our first image. So I'm going to save this as a PNG file. We'll call this GIF1. I'm just going to hit OK here on smallest and none for those options. That's our first GIF. I'm now going to come back up here where we pasted. In the history, it has all the actions that we've done so far in here. I'm going to grab that paste where we pasted the tiger. I'm going to hit delete. Now I'm going to go back to SnagIt, and I'm going to grab the next pose for that tiger. So now the tiger has moved its head slightly. Just put that one in there. I'm going to do a file, save as PNG. We're going to call this one GIF2. Hit OK. Same thing here. We're going to repeat this for the 5 different poses. So I'm going to move pretty quick through this. I'm going to grab the third one. I'm going to paste it in here. File, save as. We're going to make this GIF3. Okay, we're going to delete that, paste, go back to SnagIt, grab our 4th pose, okay, Save as GIF 4. Make sure your file type is PNG. And finally, we'll get that last section. Save as again, another PNG. We'll call that GIF 5. And we'll hit OK. So we now have 5 different PNG files that we created of those different poses. You can just go ahead and close this now. I'm not going to save it. To create a GIF in Photoshop, what you do is you go to File, Scripts, Load Files into Stack. Then you can browse here. It's going to bring this up. I can grab the 5 images we just created and hit Open. And then hit OK. It's going to kind of flash as it's loading these images in. Once they're all in here, at the bottom you hit Create Frame Animation. And then this little icon will appear right here, the menu icon. If you click on that, you want to go to Make Frames from Layers. And then that will break out your 5 images. If you're smarter than I am, you would name them so they appear in the right order, but this always puts image 1 out to the right, image 2, so I'm just reordering these for the way that I had them saved. So that was the first one, slightly to the right, a little bit more, turning its head, and then looking up. So that's the order of the images that I want to appear in the GIF. Normally, you can create different slices by clicking. I'm holding down Shift. I'm going to click on all of these to highlight them. And then down here, you can change all of these times at one point. So if you want them all to be, say, 1.5 seconds, you could say set delay 1.5 seconds there. And notice that will now show at the bottom. But in the video, the tiger actually kind of takes its time between those different moves of its head. So what I'm going to do is click on individual frame and do them at different time frames. So I actually set the first one to 0.7 seconds. The second one was 1.5 seconds. The third one I had done at 2.5. Then I just repeated, so 1.5 and then 0.7, back down to where I started. So that's how I made the tiger appear to move its head slower in the middle. And then the last part is to set your looping. So right here where it says once, you click, you can loop it 1 time, 3 times, forever, or set something else. I always just click forever here. And then to actually create the GIF, you're going to go to File, Export, Save for Web Legacy. That will open this image up, and it'll just kind of show you, a screenshot of the first one. Here's where you can set your image size. So to make this entire GIF smaller, I'm going to change the height from 2997 to 700. So it'll fit a little bit nicer. It'll be smaller visualization or GIF on a phone. So I always change the size there, and then you just hit save. It's going to bring up a box like what do you want to call this? So I'll just call this, video GIF. So I know where it is and hit save. Doesn't take that long. You'll see it here in your downloads at the very top. Here's that video GIF. If you try to create it, it's just going to show you those 5 different. If you try to view it, you're just going to see the 5 different layers, but it's not going to be animated. If you want to view the animated GIF, actually go into Chrome or another browser, and you want to go to File, Open File, and then navigate to that GIF. So here is that tiger slowly moving its head at different intervals, and it continuously loops over and over again. That's all there is to that. I think Amar just uploaded an image actually and tweeted it out. If you have any questions, let me know, and thanks for watching.